Welcome back to the Fantasy Bros YouTube channel. Now Joe and Zach here coming at you with the best fantasy advice you can get week in and week out. Now, we've talked about starting and sitting running backs. We've talked about receivers. Now let's get into the quarterback position. 2 apiece at the start and sit position. And now we go to Joe with his first start.
My first start?
We're going to do it different this time.
Man.
Yeah.
I love Derek Carr this week. I love Derek Carr.
He's been putting up numbers.
He looks like an MVP.
He almost beat the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He should have.
He should have. The guy is single-handedly making his team.
Well, I mean, you have Josh Jacobs.
Single-handedly making his team look good.
But nonetheless, I do agree with Derek Carr against the Falcons.
Easy money.
It should be a shootout.
Terrible secondary.
It should be a shootout.
He could torch that defense. Henry Ruggs could be good stuff. Anyway,
yeah, why? I don't know why they're not featuring Ruggs. I feel like he's a good receiver. They're not giving him.
Drafted him in the first round. I feel like.
But that's not the theme of this video, so
we're allowed to talk about it. Okay, next, my start, Taysom Hill. Man, oh man, what a sleeper last week. He played tight end position, but now unfortunately,
he's the new Lamar Jackson. This guy.
No, he's the better, new and improved Lamar Jackson. He had two rushing touchdowns last week on 50 yards carrying. So he's a lot of upside. Now he goes against the Denver Broncos, who's very bad against the pass. I think I see him having another good game against the Denver here. I mean, Kamara, hopefully he could do better, but again, Taysom Hill, start.
Yeah, I have Cam Newton. He's been looking good for the past few weeks. He has a good matchup with Arizona, who don't really have a good defense. It's also a must-win game if they want to have a chance at a division, a wild card spot, and they have to win this game. So
Cam also has a lot to prove. I mean, you got a lot of haters to silence.
You see his commercial today?
Yes, I saw that
he was talking about you either have to prove yourself or you suck, pretty much, and he hasn't proven himself.
So yeah, maybe that commercial will spike some drive in him.
Fuel his fire.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay,
next one.
I doubt it though. My next start, very sneaky, Daniel Jones. Playing against the Bengals.
Where did he fall down?
He has rushing upside.
A lot of rushing upside. He has the fastest player in the league.
Not
even just quarterback.
Where did he fall down?
Now, granted, he can fall down.
He can trip up.
But if he gets you 70 yards on that play, it's still good. It's nice. Like Nick Chubb running out of bounds.
You'll probably be pissed off, but it's a nice run. And he's playing against the Bengals, who just lost Joe Burrow. He can be very down on themselves. I don't see them putting up.
I think Danny throws a bunch of times this week.
Maybe
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah. My start, Tom Brady. Now I know he put up a dud against the Rams, but we've seen this before. He put up a dud against New Orleans, but then he came back against Carolina, put up a 31 piece. So I think, and now he plays Kansas City. It's gonna be a shootout game, and Brady will have a bounce back. He will put up 25 plus. Start him if you have him.
I got Jared Goff. It's a must-win game if he wants to keep up with that tight division. It's also a division game, so it's going to be a close game, and it's going to be a shootout.
Yeah, they play the Niners.
The Niners are going to have a good game just because it's a division game, not because they have a great team. That's about it.
And he's looked good. I mean, Robert Woods and Cooper Kupp both had 10 receptions that game. Yeah, so he passes the ball a lot. Nice. Great game there.
Moving on to sits.
So I got RG3 sitting for me. I know he looks like a
wait, RG3. Hold on.
He's starting this week. Lamar has COVID.
We got Trace McSorley. Unfortunately, Trace McSorley will not be starting. But RG3, do you think Joe he could channel back his old days with Washington?
I doubt it.
You don't think it's gonna happen? I don't think it's gonna happen because he plays the Pittsburgh Steelers. Not a good game to start. You know, it's not. They have arguably the best defense.
But if he plays well, maybe he'll go to team in the future.
Yeah, I'm rooting for him. I'm rooting for him for sure. He looked great. He's a lot of fun to watch when healthy. So if he has a good game against Pittsburgh, good for him. But we just don't see it this week. I'm sitting Ryan Tannehill this week against the Colts. Last time I played the Colts, he did not put up good numbers.
Put some respect on their name.
He did not put up some good numbers against the Colts. So I think Ryan Tannehill is a sit here unless you're desperate.
Mitch Trubisky. First of all, he's coming off injury. Second of all, he sucks. Moving on, go.
No. Hold on. What's wrong with that?
There's not much to talk about.
So now if Nick Foles is playing, you're still benching Nick Foles.
Yes.
Yeah. It sucks for Allen Robinson and that. He should be so much better. But
Green Bay also has a good secondary, so.
I mean, Jair is still out. Even with a depleted secondary, don't start Trubisky. We know he was benched and injured, but I agree with that.
So my next sit is a player a lot of people are high on. I don't really see it so much. He's a little old for me. That sounds weird. Ben Roethlisberger. Ben Roethlisberger's a sit for me. He's playing against the Ravens, who their defense needs to step it up in this game if they want a chance of winning, especially with Lamar Jackson out.
Now, even with Ben Roethlisberger having arguably the best 3 receivers.
Yeah, they can definitely play well. I don't know if Juju's playing.
He is playing. He's playing.
Yeah, he's playing a little injured, but yeah, I don't know. The Ravens have one of the best
So
secondaries.
he could be either really bad or really good. It's
Yeah.
a give or take, but. If you need to, you can start him. But we're having him as a sit this week. I'm gonna go Tua Tagavailoa. Now he had a bad game last week against who did they play? I believe the Broncos. Yeah, they lost to the Broncos. They were very high favorites there. They lost. He was injured or benched. We don't really know the full story of it. And when Ryan Fitzpatrick came, he threw a pick. So we don't. So Tua may not even play the full game. This week against the Jets. Now they are playing the Jets, but still, I don't think Tua is startable just yet. I think he has a long way to go in the NFL to prove himself. He's a sit here.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. They're playing the Jaguars. It's going to be a Nick Chubb game and a Kareem Hunt game. It's not going to be much of a passing, and even if it was,
he hasn't been
not
good.
on
And also with Odell out, he's not even
Yeah.
like Jarvis is not getting anything. He's not really utilizing his arm. Yeah, it's really the run game, and they have the best in the league. So thankfully they're 7-3. I don't know how good that how long that will last, but anyway, those are our starts and sits. If you're desperate for a quarterback, and now you know who to start. If you want to sit someone, you know that now. Again, like, comment, subscribe, share with everyone you know. Help us grow, and we'll help you win. Fantasy Bros signing off.